Colts versus Falcons in Berlin. Man, the online buzz for this game is absolutely off the charts, right? But what's really behind all the hype? Well, today we're going to decode it. We're going to dive deep into the exact questions the thousands of fans just like you are asking right now. So let's get right into it.
So, to get to the real heart of this, we went straight to the source. You. Or, more specifically, the actual questions you're all searching for online. Things like Jonathan Taylor stats, NFL Berlin game, what channel is the Colts game on? These aren't just random searches. They're like a digital footprint of our collective curiosity. And believe me, they tell a really clear story about what's on every single fan's mind before kickoff.
Yeah, it turns out that all those thousands of different searches, everything from player stats to how to watch, they all really boil down to just a few key questions. These are the things every fan wants to know. And right now, we're going to tackle them one by one.
Okay, so the first and honestly the biggest theme we saw in all those searches is all about location. People are super curious about the where and the why of this crazy international matchup.
And here it is. This is one of the most searched questions, just straight to the point. You see it pop up again and again for both teams' fans. It's like everyone knows something is different about this game and they just want to know what is going on.
And boom, there's your answer. The historic Olympia Stadium in Berlin. This isn't just another road game. This is a full-on transatlantic showdown. And to give you some context here, this is the very same stadium that hosted the 1936 Olympics. I mean, we're talking about a venue that is absolutely steeped in history. And now it's the battlefield for an NFL regular season game. Wild.
And that's why there's so much chatter about the location. See, it's way more than just a game. It's a massive showcase event for the NFL's International Series. For the players and coaches, it means dealing with jet lag in a totally new environment. And for the fans, it's a chance to see their team play on a global stage. It just adds this whole new layer of intrigue to everything.
All right, so once people figure out where the game is, their focus immediately shifts to the who. And the search data makes it crystal clear. The next big thing everyone wants to know is which key players are going to decide this thing on the field.
And these are the names you see over and over again. For the Colts, of course, you've got the explosive running back Jonathan Taylor, the absolute tackling machine Zaire Franklin, and the deep threat Alec Pierce. Then, on the Falcons side, it seems like all eyes are on the rising star receiver Drake London. You see, fans aren't just looking up stats, they're looking for the game changers, and these are the guys they've picked out.
When you search for Jonathan Taylor stats or Drake London, you're actually doing way more than just looking up a player. You're instinctively thinking about the key matchups, right? You're already picturing Taylor trying to break through that D-line, or London going one-on-one with a top cornerback. These are the little battles within the war that are going to swing the momentum and decide who flies home from Berlin with a big W.
All right, so we've covered the where and the who. Now let's get to the big one, the outcome. It's probably no surprise that a huge chunk of searches are all about predictions, analysis, and just trying to figure out who has the edge here.
And yep, this is the question on everybody's mind. You see it phrased a dozen different ways, but it all comes down to this. Who is going to win this game? I mean, it's the ultimate question before any kickoff, isn't it?
Now look, we don't make official predictions here, but the search data, it basically gives us a blueprint for how they're made. It's like building your own educated guess. You're looking at key player performance, Jonathan Taylor's rushing yards, and you're weighing that against current team records and momentum. Then you have to factor in the huge impact of that international travel. And of course, you look at the head-to-head history. These are all the variables that every analyst, and yeah, every fan, is trying to solve.
Okay, this brings us to our final and maybe most practical section. You know where the game is, you know who to watch, and you know what the experts are looking at. The very last piece of the puzzle is simple. How do you actually watch the thing?
Haha, yeah, this question in all its forms. What channel is the Colts game on? How to stream Falcons vs. Colts? This is probably the most urgent search on game day, right? We've all been there. So let's get you set up so you're not scrambling.
Here's a super quick 3-step checklist to make sure you find the game. First, just start with your local TV channels that normally carry the NFL games. Simple enough. Step 2, check out the official NFL streaming apps. They're usually the go-to for these international matchups. And look, if all else fails, the most direct way is to just open up your TV provider's channel guide. That'll cut right through all the noise and get you straight to the action.
So there you have it. We've kind of decoded all that hype by answering the exact questions you were already asking. We know the game's in a legendary Berlin stadium. We know the stars everyone's watching, and now you've got a solid plan to watch it all go down. So the only question left is the one we're leaving for you. Who do you think has the edge in Berlin?